Good morning, I'm Angela Joy Emilian, student nurse from NEUST, BSN 2G. Today, we will do a normal delivery. First is assessment. Ensure the privacy and dignity of the woman. Make her feel comfortable. A male doctor needs a female assistant while performing the examination. Ask if she has understood what is going to be done and ask her permission before undertaking the examinations. All equipment, medicine, and disposables should be made ready before the pregnant women are brought into the delivery room. The woman is to be moved to the labor table in the active stage of labor. Unnecessary pushing in between contractions should be avoided. Ensure the woman is hydrated and the bladder is empty before encouraging the woman to push. All neonatal equipment for A and BC and resuscitation should be pre-checked and kept ready until the pregnant woman is brought in. The room temperature should be maintained in the range 26 to 28 degrees Celsius in the labor room, and chilly areas will need heater during winter. Provide emotional support and reassurance as feasible. Encourage the presence of a birth companion. Planning. Prepare the equipment and materials. Helipad, drainage pal, sterile OB bag, gown and OB sheet. Drape towels with or without instruments. Sterile gloves. Normal delivery set. Arrange according to the order used. Sterile pads. Suction valve. 2 straight forceps. 1 surgical pair of scissor. Placental bowl. Syringe 5 to 10 cc. Hypodermic needles. Aspirating gauge 19 to 21. Injecting gauge 21 to 23. Chromic. Needle holder. Thumb forceps. Tissue forceps. Implementation. Change into a DR suits. Put on personal protective attire. Wear goggles, mask, cap, shoes covers, and plastic apron. Palpate the suprapubic region to ensure that the woman's bladder is not full. If it is full, encourage her to empty the bladder or catheterize. Wash hands and put on sterile gloves. Clean the woman's perineum with sterile swabs. Talk to the woman and encourage her to take breaths through her mouth after every contractions. When the head is visible, encourage her to bear down during contractions. Support the perineum with one hand using a clean pad and control the birth head's birth with the fingers of the other hand to maintain flexion, allowing natural stretching of the perineal tissue to prevent tears. Feel around the baby's neck for the cord and respond appropriately if the cord is present. Allow the baby's head to turn spontaneous, then with the hands on either side of the baby's head, deliver anterior shoulder by gently moving head a little downward, which allows the shoulder to drop down the symphysis pubis. When the axillary crease of the anterior shoulder is seen, deliver the posterior shoulder, lifting the baby upwards towards the mother's abdomen. Support the rest of the baby's body with one hand as it slides out and says, "Baby, out." Note the baby's time at birth and sex. And show the mother. Place the babies on the mother's abdomen over a clean, dry, pre-warmed towel in a prone position with the head turned to one side. Quickly dry the baby with a pre-warmed towel. Discharge the wet towel. Wrap the baby loosely in the second pre-warmed dry towel. Delay cord clamping for 1 to 3 minutes if the baby is crying or breathing well. Palpate the mother's abdomen to rule out an additional baby and proceed with active management of the third stage, NEMBC. Look for any vaginal or perineal tears. If present, assess the degree of tear and manage accordingly. For third-degree perineal tear, refer the woman immediately for higher specialized care with proper sterilized perineal dressing. Evaluation. Maintain a septic technique throughout the procedure. Cleaning of the labor table should be done immediately after the transfer of the mother to the postnatal and observation ward. Documentation. Do the charting. Baby, out!